Hello and welcome, fellow dreamers and those who refuse to grow up. You found your way to the Neverland Chronicles, the podcast where we explore the stories behind the stage. Today we're not just flying, we're soaring into the emotional, magical world of Finding Neverland, the musical. Now, Finding Neverland is a musical with music and lyrics by Gary Barlow and Elliot Kennedy, and a book by James Graham. Based on the 1998 play The Man Who Was Peter Pan, and its 2004 film version of the same name, the musical tells the story of how J.M. Barrie, a struggling Scottish playwright in Edwardian London, came to write his most famous work, Peter Pan. In March of 2011, a developmental reading was held in New York featuring British actor of stage, film, and screen Julian Ovenden, Tony-winning musical theater actress Kelly O'Hara, stage and screen actor Tony Roberts, 23-year career as an opera singer, as well as 63-year career actress herself, Mary Beth Peel, British stage actor Michael Crumsty, and stage, film, and television actress Meredith Patterson. By September of 2012, this first adaptation had its world premiere at the Curve Theatre in Leicester, England, starring Julian Ovenden and musical theatre actress most recently seen in both the London and Broadway revivals of Company, Rosalie Craig. Now, the production was met with a mix of reviews. Critics generally praised the strong performances of the cast, the impressive set design, and the overall ambition of the show. However, there were some significant critiques and a consensus that the show needed further development, particularly with the score. It was a lavish, well-acted, and visually impressive production that demonstrated the show's potential, but also highlighted areas that needed significant creative changes before it was ready for a wider audience. Now, a private reading was held in September of 2013 with five-time Tony nominee Brian D.R.C. James and Tony-winning actor, comedian, and former star of NBC's Seinfeld, Jason Alexander. A third developmental workshop was then held, featuring musical theater actor and former member of the Fox television series Glee, Mr. Matthew Morrison. This revised production ran at the ART Theatre in July of 2014, starring stage, film, and television actor Jeremy Jordan, Olivier Award-winning actress Laura Michelle Kelly, Tony-winning actor Michael McGrath, three-time Tony nominee Carolee Carmello, and British stage actress most recently starring as Princess Diana, Gianna de Waal. Now, the ART production successfully transformed Finding Neverland from a promising but flawed musical into a high-energy, visually spectacular show that was ready to transfer to Broadway. Well, by March of 2015, it did just that. The production transferred to its Broadway home at the Lunt-Fontanne Theatre. Running for 565 performances, the cast starred Matthew Morrison and Laura Michelle Kelly reprising their roles from the 2014 ART production, as well as 20-year career television actor and former star of Frasier, Mr. Kelsey Grammer. Now, this production received a mixed to negative reception from critics, though it was a box office success with audiences. The consensus among many of the major theater critics was that the show was visually spectacular but lacked a strong, memorable score and a compelling book. This was widely praised for its eye-popping visuals, creative use of projections, and impressive stagecraft. The show's ability to bring Barrie's imagination to life on stage, from a giant pirate ship to a flying dog, was a major selling point. In essence, though, Finding Neverland was seen by critics as a visually ambitious but artistically flawed show. It was a classic example of a critic-proof musical, one that was commercially successful and beloved by its target audience, even as it failed to win over the professional theater reviewers. And so, guys, we must bring our journey to a close. Finding Neverland reminds us that the most beautiful stories often come from the most profound parts of our lives, from our connections, our grief, and our ability to find joy even when the world is upside down. Don't forget to rate and review and tell your friends who need a little bit of magic in their own lives. And until we meet again, remember to find the star that you call your own, and never, ever stop believing.